Hello all, welcome to Voice Beacon. Georgia is a very beautiful and a very special place. Visiting this country is sure to marvel the eye with its many brilliant features. However, there is nothing that will knock the wind out of you as much as the sight of the amazing Katskhi Pillar. Located approximately 200 kilometers west of Georgia's Tbilisi, the Katskhi Pillar is one of the foremost isolated churches within the world. So, why is it called as the isolated churches within the world? What is the reason behind it? Let's get into the video to find out about the same. The Katskhi Pillar in Georgia is one of the highest and perhaps the most isolated church and monastery in the world. It is a natural limestone monolith located at the height of 130 feet. Atop the structure is one of the most isolated churches in the world. The Katskhi Pillar starts at the bottom with a narrow base and fills itself out towards the top, leveling off to an incredible platform. Katskhi Pillar has been known by many names over many centuries. It is sometimes called as the column of life or the staircase to heaven. The Georgians call it Katskhi Bitskari, which means the place where the eagles nest. Christians believe that it was one of the spots that Saint Nino, the evangelist of Georgia, had a vision of the cross. This led her to convert Georgia into Christianity in the 4th century. In the church, at the top of the pillar, you will find a wine cellar, a curtain wall, 3 hermit cells and a burial chamber. Okay, when was this church built? Who built this church? No one in the modern world really knew much at all about the Katskhi Pillar until it was finally climbed in 1944 by mountaineer Alexander and the writer Levin Gotua. It was later determined to have been built in the 5th or 6th century, but other studies have concluded that the actual date of the construction is around the 9th and 10th centuries. Each day, monks living below make a 20-minute ascent via a thin metal ladder bolted at the side of the rock. This Katskhi complex is unique. On top of a column is a church built around 6 to 8 centuries ago, dedicated to Maximus the Confessor, a 7th century monk. The Katskhi Pillar may be 1,000-year-old monastery, but it hasn't been a mystery for 1,000 years. Evidence has been found that Christian ascetics used the church for worship more than 300 years after its construction, serving dedicated worshippers for at least 3 centuries, and maybe the church might be built by someone named Georgi. So, is there anybody living in the monastery now? One of the significant residents of this rock has been Maxim Quadarze, a middle-aged monk who made this rock as his home in the year 1933. Maxim took the decision to live at an isolated dwelling for a much-needed change in his life. It all happened after he was released from the jail on drug-related offenses. Then he realized that the ideal way to repent for his offense and contact God was to meditate in a solitary cell atop the Katskhi Pillar. He climbed the 130 feet ladder to reach this isolated abode. Though he lived in solitude, he would come down to help anyone who visited the monastery at the base, seeking his help or to pray with the men living at the bottom of the pillar. Okay, who can visit this monastery? Can everyone visit it? This monastery allows entry only to monks from a religious order. It is not a tourist place and certainly not meant for women. Commoners have never been permitted to climb the pillar to enter the church or top. However, they can visit the church of Simon Stylitz. The church of the Simon Stylitz is a chapel at the base of the pillar. Although climbing to the highest of the pillar is now being forbidden, there is still plenty to ascertain within the Katskhi complex. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please give a like, comments and dislikes, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See ya.